Okay. Oh my goodness, I have so many tabs open here. I'll be right with you guys. I just have to, do my thing over here. I'm in a little early tonight because I was feeling really sleepy before, but now I'm getting second wind, but I cannot be on late tonight. I cannot be on past 3. Cannot. Absolutely not, because I have a really early day tomorrow. And I have a lot going on. So, cannot. So that's why I came on early. All right, let me just go over here. I got to put one thing in here that's really important, super important. Okay. Stream settings have moved, it says. Now you can turn on live chat and more right here. Cool. Oh, come on. There we go. That one thing that's done. Now I gotta get to the other thing. Okay, but while I'm waiting, I'm just going to tell you guys something. We can have call-ins and stuff discussing this case and other cases like Maya Millete. The only thing is, okay, this is what's happening. And you can hear it for yourselves. When we get people on panel, some people have a delay. Some people either genuinely don't hear other people talking or just talk over them anyway. But it's getting to be that you can't hear what anyone is saying. Everybody just sounds like a bunch of people talking over each other. And it's getting really, really, it's difficult to hear. There's really no point to it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have to, if someone has a delay and you're really delayed, and that is what's happening. Sometimes due to people's internet is delayed. So let's say like it says, oh, did anybody hear about the red shirt? And then somebody will be saying something and then the other person will say, so somebody's actively talking about this red shirt, and then this one goes, oh yeah, I just heard, and you can't hear anything. And I don't know if it's just their delay and then they can't hear anything. And it's just, it's really hard. So I notice it's not happening. Somebody says it happens on all panels. No, I notice it doesn't happen on all panels. I think we have to be more conscientious of it. And if we're not talking, we should mute. And when we are saying something or somebody is saying something, you should let them have the floor. We should all let them have the floor, say what they're going to say. And then, somebody can interject something. And I just think because it's crazy. It's really crazy. And I think everybody here that's just listening can tell it's crazy. No one can hear each other. And it's like too much. So we have to do something. Okay. Let me see here. So I did that, right? I did that. What did I have to do here? So I forget what I'm doing, and that's my problem here now. I put that on. Okay, now I've got to go do the subscriber thing. And it says I can fix it off right here. Oh, okay, I see they put a new thing here. I just don't know why you cannot just have this set automatically. YouTube, please, this is ridiculous. That every time you've got to go in here and change this stuff. Okay. Now let me go into the live chat now. Turn this way. Okay, hi, Tina Medley. Hello there. Where's Tina Gillespie? I saw her the other day somewhere. Tina, remember? Anna, Ruby Ann. Hi, Ruby Ann. Catwoman, good to see you. Isabel B. Carla M. Carla, we were asking for you last night. I hope you're feeling better. Moo of 2, GB, Joe Glover, Peridot Eyes, Flower Girl Phillips, Regina, Ash Lewis, Chewy Gum, Kathy, Anna Sweden, Sandra K, Nana Patty, Karen H. Good to see you too. Jamie Fogarty, I was literally just talking about you, and you went live. I should try that more often when I'm having Rambler withdrawals. Anna Sweden, Rubiana, I got right. Deborah Barron, good to see you. Carol Clark, good to see everybody. Amber Ella, and you're also Mrs. Shea or something. She Shea, or what is the other name? Miss Shea, Miss She Shed. Sandra K, Debbie L, Debbie D, I hope you're doing better. Prayers for Debbie D. Again, prayers for Avery. Prayers for Tapered Fairy. Who else did we have? Amy's Justice League, son Clint. Tracy Thomas's dad. A bunch of people. Carol Boyce's husband. My friend, family member. Let's see here. Janine R. Lewis, I'm trying to catch up here. Nora Woods, hi. You had a long day with your grandchildren at an amusement park. Wow, it was hot and humid. I'm worn out, but it was a good day. That's good. Where do you live again, Karen H? Today it got cool. You know, it actually got cool here. I mean, like, this has not been... Even when they said it's hot on the news, it's not hot. It could say 90. The humidity has been terrible. But it's probably one of the worst swimming summers ever. I've been swimming twice this year. It's actually cool most days. It's just ridiculous. It's so much rain. So we either have thunderstorms every day, so much freaking rain. I'm upset because you wait all year for the summer and this has just been horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. My kids don't even, you know, like every other summer, they're like, oh, come on. Like from the minute they get, when are we going swimming? It's just, it's humid, but it's not hot. Even if it'll say it'll be like 90, 80, it doesn't feel like that at all. It's so humid. Even my daughter's boyfriend came up and we were sitting in the house before they went out to go have dinner. And I said, wow, it's getting cold here. And he says, oh, it feels really good. In the city, it's horrendous. I said, what? Is it hot? He says, it's not so much hot as it is humid. See what I mean? It's so crazy. It's not so hot as it is humid. The humidity this year is off the freaking charts. It's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But it actually got cold. Like I was telling Jimmy, like I need a blanket. Okay? That's how bad it was. Just before I was like, I'm freezing. Yes, one at a time. See, everybody's talking now, but yes, indeed, exactly. It's too much. I know everybody's excited. I know everybody wants to talk and get their stuff in there, but it doesn't do any good when everybody's talking over each other. Lots of rain and humid, right? It's really just not a good summer weather-wise, is it? And then you have all the flooding in Europe, and it's just crazy. It was cool here earlier in Jersey, and then it got hot and humid tonight. Really weird weather. Yeah, Carol. Carol, I thought you were in Maryland. I'm so confused. I thought you were in Ocean City, Maryland. I'm confused. Now you're in Jersey. Maybe I've got you mistaken with someone else. Nora Woods, it's scorching in Alabama. Lisa H, it rains here almost daily. It's a cool July. Would you say that, Lisa, that it is not a summer that you're hot and want to go swimming all the time? You say it rains here almost daily, which is strange, right? Here too, almost daily. Cool July, it's cool, absolutely. Said it might get down to the upper 30s. See what I mean? So it's not normal, right? It's like, because I'm thinking like, for a minute I thought like, am I just not going swimming because that's not appealing? No, I'm like, the kids don't even want to go swimming. It's not hot enough, right? Hi, Shay. Easily distracted, Kathy from Texas. You're saying Saturday morning, like to what? I keep thinking today's Friday. Saturday. I know what you're talking crap about you. Yeah, I know. Who was she? Who was we talking about? I know she was talking crap about you and your girl and Carolyn. Who are you talking to, Regina? You and your girl? Who are you talking to? There was a tornado just outside of Philadelphia today. Yes, that's what I had heard, that there was going to be a tornado warning. Did it touch down? I didn't hear anything about, but I haven't been watching the news because crazy in Philly. It's really weird for tornadoes in your area, right? Yes, it really is. Check your email, Carolyn. Okay, Nana. Yep, it was crazy. I'm only Emperor Ella. No other name. Now I'm so confused. I was confused last time I was here. And she said you just confused the two of us, LOL. Amber Ella. Wait a minute. Amber Ella, and I thought you said once, is it Amber Ella? You said you were Mrs. Shea or something? Or Miss Shea? You don't remember that? You said, oh, I'm here under the other one. I'm Miss Shea. Hi, John Masaki. That is so weird. Like, this was like a month ago. Amber Ella. I don't know. I remember you saying that. I remember you saying I'm in here. Hi, Marissa Cart. Okay, let's see. Snow remover. I'm just popping in. Okay, no problem. Carol, and why am I thinking you're in Maryland? Ocean City, New Jersey. Oh, that's where I must have messed it up. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. At least I know I'm not going crazy there, Carol. But I'm trying to think of the other name that they said. Amber Ella and it wasn't Shay. That was not Shay, but it was like Mrs. She or something. Ms. She. What was that other name that used to be here all the time? Ms. She or something? Oh, this is going to drive me nuts now. You have no idea how stuff like this drives me nuts. Hi, Linda Uribe. A really long time ago, I was Youper Girl. I remember that one. Okay, you were Youper Girl. But I changed my name because it showed up on my pizza orders. Oh, okay. I remember Youper Girl, and I remember Cherry something too. Yeah, Girl Cherry. But I'm trying to think. There was somebody like Ms. She or something. Hi, Slam RN. No, it's like she. It's like Ms. She or... We had a bad storm last night and now we need a tree surgeon. Oh yeah, I've got a tree that's completely snapped off at the top. I don't know if I got a picture of it. Could kill somebody. It's a big tree and it snapped and it came down and it's hanging like by a big, huge like piece of, like the bark and stuff. I'll take a picture of it tomorrow. Usually tornadoes are only on flat prairies, Mary Rose said. Yeah, the weather's changing all over. All over. Okay, let's see. Our mountains have cooled down, have they? I can't believe this is going to drive me crazy. Miss Shay. I think it's like Miss Shay or Miss She. Where's our Lisa H? You remember everything. Do you remember the Rambo that has a name like Miss Shay? Lisa H. About what year was she? Oh, just about a month ago. And I could swear that Amber Ellis said, "Oh, that's me," under my other name. And I said, "Oh, really?" And she, "Oh, yeah, I'm in the wrong name. Miss She or something. Miss Shay." Nobody remembers that? Hi, Oliver. I feel heart and hands. I hope that's a tree that blocks the fireworks. It's not. That's funny. Wow, you didn't get hit bad in Dayton. PA got hit hard. Smoke from the Canadian wildfires are blowing into your area. It's been hazy and smoky all day. I'm just really trying to think of that lady's. Okay, I don't know. All right, let me. It's gonna keep driving me crazy. Hi, Jen Masaki. Anyway, so Summer Wells, there's nothing really new at all. Okay, I guess Dawn was told not to talk because there was no other interview. Okay, with face to face as what was hoped would happen, but that was going to be if he went to his court date and then spoke to his attorney, and if he couldn't, then he wasn't going to. Hi, Mary Beth. So, oh, you want me to look at my email? Hang on a minute. My email. What is this? Julie W., you sent me a huge email. I just see it now. I'm going to have to really take some time to read that. That's huge. Okay, so that's why I know you sent it 7 hours ago, but I've been out almost all day with my daughter and her boyfriend, okay? And then when I came home, I was really tired, and what did I do? We ate something, and I sat down to listen to the interview room, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. It wasn't the interview, but when I sat down, I literally was like falling asleep on the couch. And then I was taking some notes and kind of just relaxing. So I have not, and then I had to go through all of my Mommy Ramblings emails, and thank goodness I did, because I had a job that had to be completed. So I did that, and I have not been able to go to the true crime chat. This is the first time I'm going into the emails. So I see your email. It's very long, 7 hours ago, but just know that I'm just seeing it at this very moment. And I will check it out later. You two, everybody that sent me emails, understand that I didn't see your emails. Okay, I have an update here that I will read from Manager of Three Monsters. She said, "Thank you so much, Carolyn. The more prayers we can get, the better." Again, this is for Avery, okay? His cancer has come back. Please ask the Ramblers if they will pray hard as well for him. I can't express how much I appreciate it. They will be doing a CT scan, bone marrow biopsy, and a lumbar puncture the next couple of days to check for the metastasis. I think she means, what did she say? The metasoma. Hold on, why? This is not showing me the whole email. Let me go here. Okay. Let's see what she said here. To check metasomatism and what stage the cancer is at. They sent the biopsy for genetic testing to try and determine exactly how to treat him. As you know, they never have protocol to follow for him since he's the youngest baby to have ever gotten rhabdomyosarcoma. He was diagnosed at 10 months old and it was determined to have started in vitro. His case was recently published in a medical journal to help in treatment with future babies. Last time, he had the 3 surgeries and completed 44 rounds of chemo. They said the chemo will be much more aggressive now and must also include radiation this time, which they were able to avoid last time. We are just stunned. They were so sure this lump was only scar tissue. He's been doing amazing. He will be 3 years old in October, and his hair has grown in to be beautiful curls. I'll keep you updated as we find out more and exactly what the treatment plan they come up with is. Love you, Deanna. And then she sent me from when he was going through, I think, treatments here as a very young baby, and then when his hair started to grow in, as curls. He's a cutie. We'll definitely be praying for him. He can do it again. Oh, poor kid. He shouldn't have to do any of this. This is so horrible. But we're definitely praying for him. For Avery, we will definitely be praying for Avery that he is healed completely this time. And for good. And lives to a ripe old age, cancer-free. Kid. Okay, let's see now. Okay, I'm just trying to look here. You can nano times 3. Well, I'm not seeing your email. You said to check my email. I don't see it. Are you sure you sent it to the True Crime Chat? Because I can't check Mommy Ramblings from here. And I didn't see an email from you when I was in the Mommy Ramblings. I'm trying to see. I don't see. Oh, Tapered Fairy said, best of news today. Remember we were praying? His brother has been found. Okay? So, let's see. He's been found, so that's great. I know more or less you know. Thank you for the prayers. I would like to ask you to keep us in your prayers. So, still keep Tapered Fairy and her family in your prayers. Yeah, nano times 3. I don't have any email. Okay, I don't see anything. But anyway, let's move on now. So I was watching just to see what, if there was going to be any talk about that he couldn't do the interview or stuff. And then I just saw he was on there with a couple of profilers, criminal profilers, and just going through Candace's interview. And, you could have watched it. Maybe you did some things. I just took some notes. I was really tired and frankly, let me see here. So okay, so one of the profilers said it didn't see a lot of emotion in Candace, but again, you don't know what, her emotional condition is, or if she could be taking meds to get through this, so you can't really always gauge everything by that, right? There's the aftermath and of a breakdown, because Chris had said she had a breakdown where she was crying and everything on the shore, so of that swimming hole. So that this would have all been in the aftermath of that anyway. And one of them mentioned that when she said she, opened the door to get Summer, that she jumped right up, but then she said she jumped right up and then she unbuckled her. So they said, I don't know how much to take that out of sequence stuff in there, right? Because how could you jump up if you're not unbuckled? Thank you, Debbie Shrinky. And I wrote down some things. I noticed, like, it was like there were things she couldn't honestly answer. She used the word honestly. I told you how I feel about the word honestly, but that can also just be, I told you, sometimes it doesn't mean anything. Sometimes it is the way people talk. And then they discussed that all behavior is on purpose. You can't judge how anyone reacts because everyone reacts differently. And there's other factors. Sometimes people, are put on medication to, calm them down if something really tragic happens, right? Okay? Behaviors are, all behavior is purposeful. Even if it's an impulsive thing, like a tick or something, it's done in pursuit of a feeling. Okay? The end result, it's purposeful. Let's see what else they said here. They talk about no matter who it is, whether it's the victim, the perpetrator, the offender, you can see different kinds of reactions. This has nothing to do per se with Candace, but they talked about in general with murder, even murderers and stuff, that they may put a pillow under a deceased person. Even though, they're deceased, they may put a pillow under that person's head after they've killed that person. And that's kind of showing remorse or regret. Or they cover that person with a blanket, but they don't cover their head. They cover them, like, lovingly, kind of. You know what I'm saying? All right. When they showed the bedroom, they said the offender would have to know the layout of the house. They'd have to know where the stairs are. So it makes a stranger abduction by a perfect stranger, pretty remote, the chances of that, right? They'd have to be a stranger that really knows the layout of that home, okay? And they would have to know that Summer was in the basement, and they would have to get past the boys at the table, okay? And they would have to get past the dogs. So lots of different things to really have a stranger abduction there, And let's see. What is that? Hold on a second. Oh, and they said, right, you don't hit a finishing nail with a sledgehammer because you're going to do a lot of damage. And that's, all of these things that you're seeing that a lot of creators are doing. All of this, like, crazy speculation, all of this hounding and harassing people that are not even listed as suspects or anything in this, all of this crazy breaking news that's not breaking news, and all of that. No, this should be very focused right now, right? Shouldn't be harassing anybody involved in this because the investigators have to do their work. And, this creates, like, leads that are not leads that they have to follow up on. It's just ridiculous. So then they took some questions. Somebody asked if they saw any alcohol. Well, they asked Chris if he saw any alcohol in the house. He said he did not see anything in the house, but he saw some things by the fire pit. Someone asked if they thought she was really doing laundry, and do people do laundry after crimes, to which they really didn't say that much, like, oh, yeah. Using the different phone to call 911. Nobody mentioned slamming the phone down in the truck bed, which, I thought. But just they said, again, reception. But then how did she call Don from the other phone? Nobody mentioned that. The getting past 13 dogs is highly improbable, right? Because you have to get in and you have to get out. And when you get in, you can get in by yourself, but then you've also got to take a child out, so they would react differently, very protective. And so that would be highly unlikely. And it would be a really high-risk situation for an offender to go in there and try to get, to try to navigate all that and get out of there with all those dogs, with the 3 boys in the house, and, the mother and grandmother around. So let's see. Somebody asked, would someone lie in wait for days, on end, just waiting for an opportunity? They didn't really think so. Would it be possible to go with Summer via a motorbike? Maybe, that, no, they didn't think so. That wouldn't be something. Okay. And then it was reminded that Adam Walsh was kidnapped in 7 seconds. So things like this can happen really, really fast. Okay. And let's see here. They have say that the tree trimming had been, but there was not clarification of this. Someone had said the tree trimming was 1 to 2 weeks before that day. So, not sure about that. And just that the best detectives and investigators have ask the best questions. They don't always have the answers, but they know how to ask the right questions that will lead to the right answers. And looking at victimology, that was really about it. They went through the interview. I mean, like I said, I was kind of falling asleep in there, but if you want to, but not because it was not, and don't put that as because of the content. I was falling asleep because I was tired. So I was only taking, I was kind of in and out of it, but you can go over that again. The case is just so convoluted. Bergstrong says, I think one thing, then I changed my mind. Yeah. You have all the books from Jodi Arias' defense prosecutor. I can mail to whoever would like them. I already have them, Debbie, but yeah, if somebody else would like them. Let's see. Cinema Gates Pictures. Hello, Cinema Gates Pictures. Welcome to your first time here. How are you doing? Those stats are horrifying. Yeah, it happened, in the blink of an eye. Let's see. Does anyone have the big book of serial killers? Pink Peppermint, hello. Hello, Tammy. Nana Patty. Trying to go back through here. Hi, Alicia Bissell. Hi, Deb Vancouver. And hi, Newfie. Who else did I miss? Kelly Dunnigan. Hello there. Made of Stardust. We don't know. We don't know from law enforcement. We haven't heard from law enforcement if she passed a polygraph. We only heard it from her mouth. That's all. And that's all we can, go on right now. Right? Marissa says, I feel sorry for the mother. She seems genuinely distraught. Anna says, I say honestly a lot when I speak English. I don't know why. I now say that when speaking other languages. Exactly. It doesn't always have to mean one thing. There are no absolutes. And I read a book a long time ago, and they said you should never even speak in absolutes because no one always or nevers except God. Okay, so if you say even to your partner, you always leave the seat up. They probably don't always do it. There's probably sometimes they put it down. They may leave it up the greater proportion of the time, but they don't always do it. Or you never remember our anniversary. I'm sure they probably remembered it once. Maybe they forgot it a couple of times, but absolutes, and a lot of people love to speak in absolutes. So just because, even if they said 90% of the people that say honestly before they say something are really lying, there's going to be at least, like the 10% that say honestly and they're telling the truth. You know what I mean? So nothing is absolutes like that. Yes, absolutely. Nana Patty said, please keep the chat classy and refrain from demeaning conversation. Please. Now watch, they will harass the tree trimmers. They are exhausting at times. Rubbity Bob, who's exhausting? Hi, Deidre Realtor. Glad you don't get them as much anymore, Robbity Bob. What is Robbity Bob not getting? Hi, Bluebird. Okay. Hi, Debbie. You can easily pass it. Just will help you pass one. My neighbor has 5 mid-sized dogs. When they are out, they are always saying hello. They will stop. It only takes one to bark at something and they all bark. Usually the way it works, yeah. That's usually it. What is Rabbity Bob? What's about a Rabbity Bob? Hi, Ash, I soul for music. Be possible to train any of the dogs to do anything. There's no way they actually pay attention. Well, we don't know that for sure, right? It's just a lot of dogs. Hi, Nancy McMichael. Hi, Mimi. Oh, the headaches? Oh, you used to get them? Yeah, sorry that you have headaches, Deidre. Only thing with dogs is my dog's bark. Okay, so we've got that. Now, Maya Millete, there is, if you didn't hear, Larry's been named a person of interest in this, finally. Okay, Larry, her husband. Remember that they served search warrants, more search warrants at the house. I think it was early June. Okay, so I think, I had thought, okay, we're going to see an arrest, I thought in early June. But I think we're getting closer and closer to seeing something. I just think they have to, they've served search warrants at the cousin's house, the guy that has the freezer. I'm very curious if that is the same freezer or it is just a like freezer. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking that we are going to see something happen there really soon now that he's been named a person of interest. Yeah, I think they're getting ready. That's my opinion. That's all it is. But I think we're going to see something there, and hopefully, if he is, responsible for this, that they get him in there, So those are the two things that I'm talking about. Then there was what else is going on? Oh wow! Finally, how long had they been married? They had been married. Let me see. She was filing for divorce, going to file for divorce, right? They were married, let me see. I believe it was 1999, I thought. Let me just make sure. Yes, 1999. They were both 18 years old when they got married. Okay. And then from 2000 to 2005, he served in the U.S. Navy, had no disciplinary actions. On December 6th of 2001, he was assigned to the Naval Medical Center in San Diego, where he carried out routine optician duties with no combat service. In 2003, he received a Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal, a National Defense Service Medal, a Global War on Terrorism Medal, a Good Conduct Medal, a Pistol Sharpshooter Ribbon. And when his U.S. Navy active service ended on August 27th of 2005, his rank was Hospital Corpsman 3rd Class. His U.S. Navy Reserve obligation was terminated on January 10th of 2008. Okay, January 2010, Mary gave birth to their first daughter. She gave birth to their second daughter in 2011, and then to their son in 2016. Let's see. And then in 2020, he sent hundreds of text messages to family and friends complaining about his wife. He accused her of having an affair. And that attorney, Billy Little Jr., the one that was doing the kind of the private eye work around, the one that was talking about the freezer, he said that despite having no evidence of the affair, he had asked his wife's supervisor to move her male coworkers. On June 28th of 2020, he sent someone via a text message Bible verses of Proverbs 5:3-13, which contain the phrases, "The lips of an adulterous woman drip honey, and her feet go down to death. Her steps lead straight to the grave." On September 16th of 2020, he sent someone a photo of what looks like an altar. Remember, we went through this with looks like blood, with a photo of him and May, which is Maya, surrounded by candles. On January 3rd of 2021, he and May argued over a Jeep Wrangler they brought with them on a family camping trip when they went to the glamorous sand dunes in California. According to her sister Maricris and her husband Richard, another family member claimed that during that trip she said, "If anything happens to me, it will be Larry that did it." He was the last person to see her, January 7th of 2021. According to Richard, Maricris reported her missing on January 9th. He and Maya were supposed to travel with the 3 children to Big Bear Lake, San Bernardino County, California, on January 9th for their oldest daughter's 11th birthday. But on January 11th of 2021, he left the house. Let me see. He left the house, and let's see here. There's a hole in the bedroom. Discovered the freezer. Oh, right. On January 11th, he let that lawyer, that Billy Little guy, in the house. And Billy Little noticed a hole in the bedroom, discovered the freezer was missing from the garage, when the lawyer later found in one of the relatives' house. But we don't know. I mean, I have a question. Is that the same freezer? Is the serial number matching? Did they buy the freezers together? You know, because that could be, too. If they're that close, maybe they were at the Home Depot. Maybe they both bought the same freezer. I don't know. There's questions I have, has it just been verified with the matching serial number? That's been bothering me like crazy. He retained a lawyer. He's no longer cooperating. Okay. Maricris revealed on February 4th that he discussed paying someone $20,000 to kill Maya's alleged boyfriend. A witness who allegedly heard this discussion revealed that on April 5th of 2021, he owns 22 firearms, including 3 shotguns, 5 handguns, and 7 AR-15s. Only 8 of the firearms are legally registered to him. And on May 5th of 2021, he was the target of a temporary gun violence restraining order, which required him to surrender all of the assault rifles, handguns, and his ammunition. On May 7th of 2021, the Chula Vista Police Department so it was May that they executed that search warrant. And so, hopefully now he is a person of interest, has been named a person of interest, and officially named, person of interest there. Larry Millete, the husband of missing California mother of 3, Maya Millete, has been named a person of interest in his wife's disappearance more than 6 months after she vanished from the family's Chula Vista home. Chula Vista Police Department is confirming that Larry Millete is a person of interest regarding the disappearance of Maya Millete. They said that in a statement on Thursday. Due to the sensitivity of this case and to protect the integrity of the investigation, we will not be providing additional information. Maya works as a defense contractor at the Naval Base San Diego. Again, she went missing as of January 7th. The end of January, the family spoke to Dateline, saying that Maya had disappeared just 2 days before the family was set to travel to Big Bear for one of the children's birthdays. Her family holds online prayer vigils every month. Anyone with information on May's whereabouts is asked to contact the Chula Vista Police Department at 619-691-5151, 619-691-5139, or the San Diego Crime Stoppers Anonymous tip line at 888-580-8477. So yeah, I think that's heating up finally. I really do now. I just hope he doesn't take the coward's way out like Photos Doulos. So, hi Sharon Chow. I got that piercing in my ear for my migraines. I yank on it when I feel them coming on. What happened? Nana times 3? I didn't get your email. Why are you out? Why is Nana out? What's the matter, Nana? What happened to Nana times 3? What happened, Nana times 3? I didn't get your email. Why is it looks like Nana times 3 is upset about something. Hi, Aries girl. Are you upset, Nana times 3? What happened? I didn't get your email. Hi, Karen Duffy. Hi, Michelle. You can't hold your eyes open. You're just going to listen. Thank you for being so welcoming to me. You're welcome, Bluebird. Where's Nana times 3? What happened? I wonder, does she just mean I'm out, I'm going to sleep, or is she upset about something? I can't find another comment from her besides that, so I'm hoping she's just going to bed. You're just going to bed, Nana times 3, or are you upset? What's up? Anybody know? What if Summer did wander near the road and someone accidentally hit her and panicked? That would explain why the dogs couldn't track her. I think if somebody hit her, there would be a lot of her DNA that the dogs would track. Not important now. I don't want to give... All right, Nana times 3, can you just email me? Because I don't have your email. I hope you're not upset with me. That would make me feel really bad because I don't know. I was not looking at the chat and I don't have an email from you. So, okay, Sandra. Really? What was your 4th pledge? Okay, Sandra. I don't know what's going on. Sandra, I don't have your email either. Are you sending it to True Crime Chat? I don't know why I'm not getting your emails, guys. True Crime Chat, make sure you put .org and not .com. Because I don't have either of your emails. I don't have an email from you, Sandra. If you're sending it to Mommy Ramblings, can you forward it to Carolyn at truecrimechat.org? And because I think you're sending to Mommy Ramblings, Sandra. And Nana times 3, you may be doing the same. If you could just forward it. Hello, April Cook. Sorry, I didn't mean to cause a ruckus. I will be listening. No, I just don't want you to be upset, Nana times 3. I don't like people to be upset. Hi, Cynthia. She had to have been taken into a vehicle somewhere if scent wasn't tracked. It's the only thing that makes sense. All right, I'm going to open up the phone lines if someone wants... Oh, let me just check something else before I do that. Hold on. But remember, we've got to be really, really conscientious of the talking over because it's... Nobody can hear anything, and it's just kind of crazy, right? So... Why is the, I hear the, I just heard a chime. I don't know what that is. Oh, Patreon. Thank you to the person that just became a Patreon there. Thank you very much. Okay. Let me go over here. I'm going to go and, let me see if it's, isn't that telling me that? Okay, let's see here. So I have to go here for 1 second to get something. Oh yeah, there's a really weird, did you hear this? This story? And the weird thing is the woman looks really familiar to me. This is in Minnesota. This is in Sassy Darcy's home state. It says a Minnesota man was arrested in connection with a Wednesday attack that left a woman stabbed and decapitated on a public sidewalk. Shakopee police responded to 4th Avenue and Spencer Street after getting a report that there was a woman without a head being pulled out of a vehicle and a man walking down an alley. The victim, identified as America Thayer, 55 years old, was found on the sidewalk, pronounced dead at the scene. America's decapitated body and her head were found lying next to a vehicle. Police wrote that a sheath for a large knife and a knife were recovered from a trash can in the alley. They also found a shirt and bloody shoes. And they quickly were able to apprehend and arrest Alexis Saborit, 42, in connection with this murder. They had a long-term relationship. Law enforcement is aware of that. Saborit has a 2017 conviction for domestic assault in Carver County. And listen to this. This is another thing we're talking about. Remember Bianca Devins? Remember the video that kid put and pictures he posted, right, of her murder? said that there is a video circulating online that shows part of this gruesome murder. Okay? We're aware that a bystander took a video of this incident. We have that video. It is deeply disturbing that the first instinct was to post that on social media. And that's from the Shakopee Police Chief Jeff Tate. So this guy is detained on suspicion of second-degree murder. And what a gruesome thing, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then this is horrible. During a traffic stop in Essex, Maryland, they found 2 dead children in the car. Children were 5 and 7 years old. One was a boy, the other a girl. And the officers reported certain details about the car that made it suspicious before the traffic stop. It happened near Black River at about 11 p.m. Homicide detectives are handling the investigation, and the children's bodies were taken to the medical examiner's office for autopsies. The driver of the vehicle was taken into custody, and investigators are working to determine what the relationship was between the children and the driver of the vehicle. No charges had been filed by Thursday afternoon. It's horrific. Oh, you want to hear? Oh, I forgot to ask my son. My son was in Manhattan today at this very, very time that this happened. Let me show you this. Okay. This is a 150-foot centerpiece of New York's Hudson Yards. Now, it may close permanently after a 14-year-old boy was visiting this midtown tourist attraction with his family. They were visiting from New Jersey. The boy hasn't been identified, but he jumped from the 8th story of the vessel and was pronounced dead just before 1 p.m. Thursday. He was visiting with his parents, sister, and grandmother. And they said that he said nothing to them before jumping. It is the 4th suicide from this spiral staircase structure in just 2 years that it's been open. And it was shut down after the incident, and the website says that it's temporarily closed. Now, Stephen Ross, the billionaire developer of this, said that it may be time to permanently shut up this facility, shutter it. I quote him saying, "We thought we did everything that would really prevent this. It's hard to really fathom how something like that could happen. The vessel was closed earlier this year after the 3rd suicide in January, while its developers considered what safety precautions could be added. But when it opened in May, no physical changes had been made that would have altered the aesthetics. Instead, a safety plan required visitors to be in groups of at least 2 and implemented screening procedures to detect high-risk behaviors. Guards are stationed on each level of the structure, but Ross noted a family of 5 doesn't fit any profile. The vessel opened to typical New York fanfare in March of 2019 and was the scene of its first suicide less than a year later when a 19-year-old man from New Jersey jumped from the 6th story. The second suicide was a 24-year-old woman who jumped from the top in December of 2020, followed less than a month later by a 21-year-old man, now the 14-year-old boy. So, yeah, just, see, there's just like, I don't know, it's just not good, right? Really crazy. tragic. If people go there, they think they're going to have a good time, and something like that happens. I don't know if you guys heard about this one, because I heard about this. This is a really strange thing. Right away you think of a spouse having something to do with something like this, but it's not looking that way. It's looking like, I don't think I discussed this on here. I think I just looked at this by myself a few weeks ago. So a Texas firefighter was on a cruise with his wife, right, for an anniversary celebration with his wife in Cancun, Mexico. And the couple arrived the day before. On July 18th, they had drinks together at the hotel bar, and he was believed to have stayed behind. Okay, either that, or they said that he went back to the cabin with his wife, and then he headed back to the hotel room. Whatever it was, his wife was alone in the cabin, not the hotel room, the cabin. Once she woke up, she discovered that her husband was missing and began looking for him. Now, right away, I'm thinking like, oh gosh, first thing is it's usually statistically a spouse like this, but it's not clear exactly how or when, I can't even talk tonight, when he went missing, but it says that he met someone, he was found dead. This is how I know that it's like not, I don't think it's the wife has anything to do with it, but he was found dead at another unnamed hotel that morning. He was reportedly wedged into a bathroom window, and Mexican authorities reportedly said that he died of mechanical asphyxiation. Now, his stepfather says he went on Good Morning America on Thursday, said that police initially told his wife that foul play was involved. Okay? And when the wife went to the police station to report her husband missing, she says she saw that the officers already had her husband's driver's license, and she knew immediately something was wrong, horribly wrong. Okay? She knew something bad had happened. That is when they told her he'd been found, and what they told her was a homicide without suspects. Now, the Mexican authorities say there was no signs of violence, but the family, hired a lawyer who obtained photos of the scene, and they say that the husband has been beaten. Okay, so it's just, they're not telling the truth here. It's so out of character for him to get into a room that he shouldn't be in, said his stepfather, and he just wouldn't do that. There's only one way he would do that, and that's if he was in fear of his life, and he knew that was his last resort to try and get through there. So the family believes it is definitely a homicide, and nobody really knows what happened, but that's Elijah Snow, is the Texas firefighter. And they're deeming it, the Mexican officials now are saying it was accidental. Certainly doesn't sound that way. See if there's anything else I wanted to go over. Oh, there's this one, which is police chief. Former Greenwood, Missouri police chief has pleaded guilty to assault charges related to the suspected attempted murder of a 6-month-old girl. Jonathan Ziccarelli walked into the Greenwood police station, which is in a suburb of Kansas City, and confessed to trying to drown his 6-month-old daughter in a pond near the station. Officers rushed to the scene and found the baby unconscious and face down in the pond. Her lungs were filled with water, and she was reportedly suffering from severe hypothermia. The officers worked to revive her while waiting for paramedics, who then transported her to a hospital. The baby survived. Okay? Former Greenwood Police Chief Greg Hallgrimson is one of the officers who rescued the baby. Hallgrimson returned to the police station after rescuing the baby. The former police chief reportedly threw Ziccarelli to the ground while he was still handcuffed to the chair, punched him in the face, and said, "You deserve to die." Hallgrimson pleaded guilty to assault. Okay, the report suggested the former police chief had not initially intended to plead guilty. Ziccarelli pleaded not guilty to domestic assault and abuse or neglect of a child and is waiting trial. It's unclear what penalties or sentencing Hallgrimson is facing, and he resigned from the department in 2019. That's crazy. I'm glad the baby survived. I hope she's okay. I mean, that's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Oh, and then there's this, there's a reward for information. Anybody lives in the Atlanta area or was in the Atlanta area. An Atlanta woman and her beloved dog are dead after someone stabbed them to death at Piedmont Park in Midtown. The incident happened Wednesday at 1 a.m. off of 10th Street and Charles Allen Drive. Catherine Janis, 40, told her husband she was going to go take a walk with her dog Bowie. She was never seen alive again. She was found stabbed numerous times. "It's a gruesome scene," said the Atlanta Police Deputy Chief Charles Hampton Jr. Upon arrival, they did in fact find the female victim deceased in the park, and it appears to be from some type of stab wounds. So far, it's unclear if the attack was motivated by something or happened at random. Now, the Atlanta Police Department is offering a $10,000 reward for any information that will lead to the arrest or an indictment in the case. Now, don't they have cameras around this area? 404-577-8477. We want people to know the park is safe. Yeah, it doesn't sound too safe, right? Does it? How is the park safe? It's not safe if someone and her dog got stabbed to death and you don't know who it is. That doesn't sound like a safe place. You have to get some cameras there. Someone's at large that did this. That doesn't sound safe. Okay. Okay, let me get the number again, because I'm telling you, I'm not going to stay up late tonight. Okay, let me put this in Slack. There we go. Okay, the number's in Slack. Please try to remember, take our turn. Everybody takes turns. Okay. Well, everything's. Hi 61. It's not a jacket. It's like a shirt. It's not really a jacket. Thank you though. Thank you. Glad you started early tonight. I know, Karen H. I'm glad too. Alicia B. So hello there. Hi Stardust. Hi Larky. Hi Nurse of All Trades. Okay, so if you have any thing you want to discuss about summer long or Mile Me that day or any of the cases, feel free. Do they still have Holiday Inn? Where? I don't think you're talking to me. Hi Gail B. Thank you, Carol. I sent you an email. Okay, I didn't get it though. Let me see. Did you send it? Let me see. And I didn't get an out of 3. So I think you guys either sent them to Mommy Ramblings or, now I got yours, but I still didn't get an out of 3. Okay. All right, so anybody that wants to call in and discuss that stuff, do that. Jeanette, I did see pictures of the house. I did see them. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to answer an email. It was important. It wasn't any Rambler email. It was something else. Okay. So, let me see. Where are we? Sorry about that. That's what happens when I get confused with email. Oh my gosh. VST. What a blast from the past. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. Hi, my Four Seasons. What's up? You want to talk? You want to call in? Did she want to call in? You just have to send me an email if you want to call in, my Four Seasons. I'm trying to see if that's what she said. Just all you have to do is send me an email if you want to call in. I'm trying to see if there's another question from you or something. My Four Seasons. Hi, Peggy K. I have had to have my... Oh, gosh. I'm really sorry about your little doggy there, VST. Prayers. Very sorry. Hi, Juliana Gonzalez. I'm going to bed, aka the couch. Did you want to call in? You can call in, my Four Seasons. You just have to send me an email. You moved from Utah to Oklahoma. Stuff got weird. It's just real life stuff. Yeah, it happens, right? Real life stuff. That's not what they said. What did they say? Because they said I seem focused, like that that they were trying to get my attention, maybe. What did they say Friday? No, I'm exhausted. I've been... Jan, Heiner. Oh. Yeah. Oh boy. Which the female armchair, the female lazy boy, is that the one you're talking about? Is she doing other stuff too? Continuing bullying? That's all. That's her content. It's just constant. It should be the channel should be recliner bully. That's all she does. Bully people all the time for views. Have fun. I get mad. What? Who blocked you, High 61? I hear my phone going. Wait, who is here? What do you mean? Who's here, Jeanette? What do you mean, who is here? Who is next? Who is here? Who's here, Jeanette? Who's here? Boy, I'm enrolled in another thing here. What is that? Please. Which one is that one? Before freaking Monday? What? Send me the details to my email, people. Let me do this one. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the chat for a second because I just have to answer this thing because I have to. Okay. I did not see. Oh, I didn't see that. I don't even know. We have a fake Jeanette on there. Hi, Foxybot. I love you all, but I'm just going to listen and rest. I can't deal with these losers. You probably answered me who it was, right? The female or the male? The female? Ruby Menendez? Nothing, Friday. It's nothing. It's a hate channel. Which chat? Not our chat. Of this chick? Oh, I think you mean this chick, right? Do you mean this chick? Or what do you mean, my Four Seasons? You don't mean this chat. You mean this chick? Is that what you meant to say? I'm lost now too, High 61. I think she meant to say I'm so upset of this chick or something exploiting victims. I'm thinking that's what you said, right, my Four Seasons? You're not talking about this chat because we don't exploit victims. I don't know what that is. Evil for sure. No, but you said I'm so sick of this something. Oh, okay. Exploiting victims. Yes, it's horrible. It doesn't sound like Jeanette. Jeanette, if that's you, can you send me an email right now saying that's you? Because people are saying they're not sure if that's you. Oh, but said shit. Oh, okay. Got you. I got it. Hi, Tammy Flip. I don't know, Linda Uribe. I don't know. I really don't. But to each their own. She doesn't speak like that, Mimi says. I didn't see the way she was speaking, so I'll say, oh, okay. All right. Foxy, thank you. Hi, Danielle C. Yeah, exploiting victims and their families. Yes, it is. It is. Jeanette, if that is you, can you send me an email right now so I know it's you? All right. Let me see if it's you. It is Jeanette. It's Jeanette. It's Jeanette. Just so you know. Okay, Foxy, but I can't stay up all night. Foxy's going to sing a song. Then, oh yeah, I don't know. Scooter was talking to me before. You did. Okay. I love listening. Hi, AR. That's a different AR. We have another AR. Interesting. Where is the lovely Davida? The lovely Davida has her niece in the hospital. I don't know if you heard that, Kim D. So she's dealing with a lot of family stuff with that because they're having to operate on her and stuff. So keep Davida's niece in your prayers too. I'm not worried. She's a nobody, but someone we know is causing us more exposure. Foxybot is hysterical. Alicia has a question. Yes, Alicia. What is the question? What is the question, Alicia? Yeah, Kim D, keep her in your prayers. Okay. And plus on Thursday she works. So on Thursday she works. Shoo. Let's see. Alicia, what is it, darling? What is it, darling? Oh, someone said Jeanette blocked you. Thanks, Peggy K. And Made of Stardust. Gail B. 79 degrees in Colorado. Addie Parr, I don't know, she had like a plastic kneecap or something. Didn't she have a plastic kneecap? And then as somebody kicked it or something and something happened to it? What do you mean by that, Patricia? What do you mean by like participating? Do you mean hate watching and trying to stop it, or participating in bashing? There's a difference. I mean, I wish that people wouldn't do, try to go stick up, because you know why? Because they just, you will never win with these kind of people. Scooter's learned that hopefully now. Hello, Foxy. Is that Foxy?
Yeah, it's me.
Hello. How are you?
Hello. I have been feeling awful bad yesterday and today, but I had written this song and I said, what the heck? My friend heard it and she thought it was really cute, and I said, I promised you I would make y'all laugh.
Okay.
So it's to the Beverly Hillbillies. Now, don't hold me. I do sing in real life. I don't sing badly. I just don't, I'm just a little theme song. I'm not going to try to impress anybody. It's kind of just a fun thing, not trying to be in America's Got Talent. Okay, so give me a second. I'm a little nervous because, you got to get the timing right. So the Beverly Hills song, Beverly Hillbillies
Beverly
song,
Hillbillies,
right?
yep. Mm-hmm.
Right. All right, I get 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Let me tell you all a story about a good friend of mine from New York, and she is mighty fine. Well, one day she says to me, think I'll go on YouTube and tell my crime stories and do crafts too and ramble a bit and invite people up and become a big hit. Well, what do you know? Everyone came to see. And she said, well, look at that, I'll be. So she started having panels and built a family. And I said, Carolyn, just you wait and see. The coolions will come to find Chucks too, and they'll all want to destroy you, 'cause they're fools, chicken heads, and clowns all around. They came trying to take the Ramblers town down. But it won't work, and I'm going to tell you why, 'cause they're the ones that all are going to cry. They said, look at her. They love her beaucoup. What in the world are we all going to do? We can't scare her away, so we're going to take her toys and find a new place to play. And make people cry, tell them all to die, and scare them all away. Give me a second. So we all laughed hard, and Carolyn became a star on YouTube blogs near and wide and far. And when they say, what made you this way? She said, thank my enemies who couldn't scare me away. 'Cause those fools and clowns couldn't take the ramblers down. I offered laughter and tears, and being herself, we have no fears. The moral of the story is simple as can be. Ignore those coolions and set yourself free. 'Cause coolions, fools, and clowns all around failed when they tried to take the ramblers down. We all know that we aren't in a cult. Can't you come up with a better insult? We love our friends in Carolyn Baku, and we invite you to become our friend too. We'll laugh and we'll cry, and Sandy will make Italian pies. We'll have a big sigh on Carolyn's panels. Now why would I lie? We're almost to the end. Just a minute, I gotta scroll.
Okay.
It's Ramblers Town, fun all around. Come on over and we'll pal all around. YouTube Gold, movie stars. Carolyn's gonna go very, very far. So come along for the ride. You don't have to hide. The mean girls and guys are on the other side.
Very good. Wow. That's great. That's really great. Wow.
I told you. Now, I'm sick, so I know she can't sing. I got a horse dang voice, and like you said, I'm not trying to impress anybody. This isn't an actual singing thing. This is a fun thing.
Right.
A little, and I can do it better. I was a little nervous. You know, it's a little timing. I sang along to the karaoke without lyrics, you know, but I mean, I'm sick as a dog. And I said, I'll just get it over with and go back and sing it again, do better. Get some of my picker friends to help me out.
That was really good. Thanks. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, me too. It sucks, man. You know, I'm like you. I can't take that.
Right.
All those drugs make me crazy, man. And you know, even a small amount of them, and I'm in major pain. I heard about on the YouTube streets that somebody on another creator we won't mention had to make some sort of apologies that they were no longer going to cover the Summer Wells case.
Yeah, but then they came right back a few hours later and said,
yeah, we all know that's not going to last.
Yeah, but you know why, Foxy, do you know why that was done? You know why that was done.
Because she probably trashed those poor parents, and then people gave her heat for it.
No, you want to hear my take on it? She was away, right? But she had to get views because she couldn't just be away and be enjoying wherever she was, right? Because she had to get a video and she had to get it with views fast. So how can she get a video with views fast? She can put trending topics, right? Even if she's not going to discuss anything about it, because she hashtagged a channel that's doing all these interviews, okay, legitimately, not exploiting victims. Right.
Madonna.
The interview room, right? And Chris. And but her video was not even really about him. But of course she hashtagged it and then used the case and then just really babbly-book a bunch of nonsense, okay? And just to get the views on that. And then did a cash Gurnan for views, like a 2-minute video, which is just ridiculous. And then another one just for views. That's all. And so that's what's important. And then after it got enough views to, I guess, satisfy her, then she came back and said, well, I haven't made up my mind. When I get back, I'll probably get together with those other people that we, make up conspiracies with, and we'll do, I'll go back to that.
Well, I think it's, I've been very hesitant to criticize those parents. I haven't watched a whole lot of interviews, only people that I find extremely credible there's those panel of those men that look for lying. You know, I don't know. That's a little junk sciencey, but they seem to be pretty fair guys. Early on, they gave a pretty fair assessment. They didn't say that they saw any lying, but from my own perspective, I'll tell you why I haven't been hard on the parents. Number one, Elizabeth Smart was taken out of her home, and they trashed her father up and down, accused him of being in pedophile rings and all the most horrible things you've ever heard of. He has come out more since then and told what they actually went through, and it's just, you know, horrible. Then the other major one that was stolen right out of her driveway in broad daylight, which people argued with me, no, J.C. Dugard.
J.C. Yeah. Dugard.
Her stepfather, Dugard, sorry. J.C. Dugard. Her stepfather was accused eventually by the mother. You know, they shared a child together, but it wasn't J.C.'s father, and she didn't like him. But for Christ's sake, he didn't take her in Jesus' name. You know, he didn't. I don't mean that as a swear word. People in Southern, we don't take the Lord's name in vain. We try very hard not to. My grandmother was weird about that. She pushed me against the wall for saying, you know, to live on you one time. So trust me, I'm heavily disciplined, and if any time I say anything, I look up the ceiling. Sorry, Lord. But, yeah, you know, she was taken out in broad daylight in her driveway. I had some idiot try to fight with me on that. I gave them the link so they could look and see the story that she was taken for broad daylight, and they said, no, she was taken out of her house. I said, no, at night. I said, no, you're mistaken. I said, that was Elizabeth Smart. Well, that broke his marriage up, and, of course, they couldn't get back together, not after the mother started questioning and thinking, you know, it was him. And now the third thing is, I have cousins that live in the holler, okay, what they call the holler. So, and they're hillbillies, what Cajun people would call gurus, but they're good people. They may not have a lot of money. Some of them may even have some issues, you know. Look, one of my cousins was murdered. He was only 16. He was an identical twin. They never found the killer, okay? His mother was a single parent. She had babies by all kinds of different daddies, but she would have killed you dead and tortured you if she found out you tried to hurt one of her kids. Was she a perfect mother? She's far from a perfect mother. She'd been to rehab. But she was a single mother. She worked her butt off at a GM plant, made really good money for somebody that's not real educated. She's indigenous. She's a Salagi. Her grandmother's full Salagi, Indian, and that's what they're called. That's what I am. We were named mountainous people by the Creeks, by the Creek Indians. The white people changed that name and called us something completely different. But, you know, that is not, and just because they are poor and the kids got mud on them. Look, I remember when I went to stay with them, her mother, who's my mama's sister, made sure we had a babysitter that day, an older woman. She happened to be a woman of color and the sweetest lady, and she was very superstitious. So the boys, because I was the only girl at the time, they didn't have a sister till late, hung a rattlesnake on the post office box. You know, they had a box out on way in those country areas, way out, just like Summer's house looks, and you see her pull up in the driveway, and then you see her quickly back out and tail down the road. And she told my aunt, who later let the lady bring us all to church, and they baptized him. It was the most fun I've ever had in my life. And every time he would say some trash would come out of his mouth, they'd duck him underneath the water. It was hysterical because we were outside, you know, in an old-time revivalist church where they actually baptize you outdoors.
Right, yeah.
So every time he would say a bad word, boom, under the water he would go, and in the name of Jesus, save him, you know. And it was cool for me because at that time when I was growing up, I'd never been in a church with electric guitars and drums, so I was literally dancing in the aisles.
Right.
But those boys were so tough that if I tried to take a bath, they'd beat me up or tease me. And my mother's sister had to, rule them with an iron fist. But, they still let us run and go play in the woods. And they would tell me crazy stuff like, look at that wolf dog. He's going to bite you. Mm-hmm. Well, it scared me to death because I'd see a big old wolf that would look like a wolf. And it could have been wolf, because a lot of people have wolf dogs out there. They were half wolf. Mm-hmm. They don't make good pets. Please don't get them because they've got so much wolf in them. You got to have a place for them.
Right.
And the thing was, if you ran from the wolf dog, he would bite you on the rear. So my poor little baby self, I'm running all the way down the road as a T-shall-be-be, and I was screaming, and that dog's biting me on my rear end. And if I just hadn't run from him, the dog wouldn't have, bitten me. It didn't hurt me. It was it was a soft nip. He didn't hurt me. I was just scared. And they were at the end of the road, this long country road, laughing and, saying, hey, dummy, if you hadn't run, he wouldn't ever bit you. But I just think these are people that are simple. Yeah, they may be, not the best parents, according to a lot of helicopter parents and city parents that are well off. They may not be the best parents in the world, but like you said, those boys, my own cousins, they were dirty, filthy, dirty. It wasn't because they were unclean. They didn't want to take a bath, and it was heck to get them to take a bath. Right. I was the only one that wanted to bathe, and they gave me crud about it. So I've been very hesitant in the things that I've heard, like, someone said, well, why didn't she wear a bra on the TV when she did her interview? Do y'all know how hot it is right now in the deep South? A lot of people, especially nowadays, aren't going to do that, especially country people. It's like 108 degrees. Do you know it was already 90 degrees at 4 a.m. in the morning where I live, and the humidity is just gross. Like, that's why I want that pad for my bed. I got the air conditioner on 69, and I have a nice home. But, there's only so cool it'll get. My boyfriend's an engineer for the local power company, and actually for a lot of the out-of-state power companies, and he keeps the power on. And he said, won't do you any good to turn it down that low. It's just going to be harder. It's going to work harder. It's really not going to get that much cooler.
Right, yeah.
So, I'm just sitting here miserable with the air as low as it can go. And when I take a bath or anything, I don't even have to heat the water. The pipes are so hot that the water comes out hot in the dead of summer. But, yeah, I don't like that, criticizing those people, because what if they're innocent, like J.C. Dewart now, and the other girl, Elizabeth Smart, and then they've gone and dragged them through the mud. Then what? And no apologies will be good enough. Or if they find her dead or alive and, find out it's been somebody else that wasn't the mother or the father. And I just didn't see it in them. Maybe because I know country people. Like I said, they may, a lot of people in the country also discipline their kids physically, and I know a lot of people look down on that, but they will spank them. They'll say, I'll beat your, I'll beat your hind end. And that doesn't mean that they don't love their kids, just because, and again, you may not be, I don't like to discipline children in that way. I use psychology on kids. Like, I was taking care of my neighbor's kids, and I got put on the hook with some kids I didn't know, and one of them was a disturbed child. I mean, really, I'm serious. Something's wrong with her.
Yeah.
And my little sweet one was under the influence of and I said, well, the parents left and they'd been fed, but we didn't have any snacks, and I didn't have anything. I didn't want to give them candy because a lot of parents don't like that. So there was just an orange. It was a big orange, plenty for the small amount of children that were there. It was just her and her brother and the little demon seed and her brother. So I said, I only have this one orange, but we can share it. And they said, well, the little girl that I loved so much said she'd been under the influence of the little demon seed. She said, no, I don't want to share. I said, I didn't fuss at her. I just matter-of-factly and calm manner said, well, okay. And I said, well, then none of us get it. And I just put it back. And then when she saw that, hey, nobody was going to get any, she said, well, I changed my mind. I said, okay, good. But, I just, again, if you're stereotyping a person because they're from a mountainous deep southern, and that's deep south.
Right.
You're going to meet a lot of people like that. I just went to Arkansas yesterday. You don't think Arkansas's got mountains? I know. I've rock climbed 400 feet in the mountain and in Arkansas. And you don't think they don't got people like that? Sure they do. And they're some of the nicest people in the world too. When you really need somebody to help you, they'll be there for you, and they're kind. But it's perception. It's just like there's a lot of controversy going on right now about the word ghetto and who's in the ghetto and who's not in the ghetto. Well, okay, then let's not put anybody in a pigeonhole. Right. Just because I'm Cajun and I can speak with an accent, I can totally lose it. When I was younger, I was, doing some reporting at a local channel here in town. So I was trying to completely lose that accent because they don't like any accent at all, especially a southern accent. They don't want any. So, it was very difficult. So I had to, a lot of people were like, well, why don't you speak? They act like I'm going to go around talking French all the time. There's not that many people that speak this language. It's almost a dead language. Because they did beat us. And that was my ancestors that went through that. My own father stopped speaking it because of the, way they treated us. By the time it got my turn, I thought it was because I moved. The French, he goes, well, you're losing your fluency, so I was in 4th grade. So he put me in, I was summertime, so he said, I want you to take French in summer school. He liked to keep me busy. He felt that kept kids out of trouble if you had something to do during the summer. And I thought it was torture.
Yeah.
But it was a good school, and I loved the kids that I went to school with. And but the teacher, just off-putting. She's like, well, you speak French wrong. I said, no, mademoiselle. I'm covered in Creole gravy. This is Louisiana. We do not speak French like any other place in the world. And, and another thing, people don't realize a lot of German, a lot of Irish people, like I told you, even my godfather, his last name was Giordani. He was Sicilian. Do you know how long? I don't think it was until I was about 13 that I realized he wasn't full-blood Cajun. Because that's all he spoke was French. I never heard him. He spoke with a complete patois, which means, you speak broken Anglais. That's what patois is. It's a combo of broken English and French. And we're combined with cultures. So we're combined. We eat couscous for breakfast. That's West African. We tell the story of Boki and Lapin and his compere Lapin. That's the hyena and the rabbit. So that's from West Africa. We got Native American, because many of us are Native American. We have European folklore from France. We have other people. Then we got the Dutch that moved into Zouali, which is a big Choctaw area, Choctaw French, that, the Shawi, that's a raccoon in Choctaw French. It's very similar to Cajun, Shawi. So, all that is mixed. Our religion is mixed. Vadon, Catholicism, Methodist, Hoodoo, Santeria, all that's mixed. And then I get a lot of criticism for that because I tell, stories about the Vadon. But usually people, Greekery, we say that in jest. Usually, hey man, that's some bad Greekery she got, or some good Greekery. We don't go out and usually place Kunjon X's on people, but some people do. There are some that do. Right. It's because of the mix. because you got Santeria, you got hoodoo, you got all these different mixes. It's not common, though. It's not common. So when I told you a story about my old mom there doing going to the violin lady, yeah, she does that. She will hex someone, but she will warn you. Hey, you hex somebody, that karma can come back on you. So make sure you want to do this. Make sure they really deserve it. And we laughed about it. I don't take it seriously because I believe in a higher power and I practice Christianity. But I did grow up around it and I understand it. And when I tell a funny story about it, it's no offense. Or when I told the story about the guy that killed the porpoise, to my opinion, he deserved to have the crud scared out of him. You don't kill an animal that's a wild animal that's tame, that the whole town loves. It was a beach town. You don't do that. He deserved to be scared. I'm glad they did it to him. Right. And he never hurt anybody again. So good for them. That was simply to teach him a lesson, not because, they were doing bad gree-gree.
Right.
But that's about all I have tonight. I'm not going to keep you.
Okay.
I just thought the song was cute, and it
really
irritated me the other day that you were getting so much flack. And then I watched that video a few days ago that said, you were kind of down and depressed. You were just sick of the attacks. And I said, well, I got to do something. I got to make people laugh. I got to write a dumb song. But I think it turned out cute.
Funny. Yeah, it did. It was funny, yeah.
I'll send you the little lyrics. What I wanted to do was get offline with you, Scooter, Nana Patty, Davita, Muna, too, and whoever else wanted to come up, hand out the lyrics, and everybody could sing it with me.
Yeah.
You don't have to sing good. That's why I wanted to just sing it silly and not, have fun with it. And not sit there and try to be on America's Got Talent, and that way other people then that way they won't be, nervous if they want to get up. And we can all get up and sing it together on panel one night. You can have a lot of people on.
I can have 100, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll run all. I got the lyrics saved on my notes, and we'll get up there and we'll sing it again. I do better, Of course, I was a little nervous because it is a little nerve-wracking to get up and try to sing something, even if you're not serious about it.
Right.
But we'll get up there again and we'll all sing along. And that's how you beat that, truthfully, is that if you don't take it seriously and then, and you make fun of it and you crack a joke about it, that's the way you're not letting them see it don't bother you. It's, this not getting to you. So that way you laugh about it, we all laugh about it, then we're going to chase that gree-gree right away, that bad gree-gree right away. So that's why I did it. But I love you guys as usual. I got a special request from the audience. I know we got a lot of sick people out there. There's a real sweet girl online that's gotten offline because of bullies. She's back in the hospital because she's got pneumonia with COVID.
Oh, no.
Pray for all our sick people.
Yeah,
I told her she could come over to the Ramblers and get on panel. Don't let anyone run you off YouTube.
Yeah,
it is ridiculous. That is the intent. They want you to be fearful. And if you do that, unless it's, like I understand some people with their mental health, they got to get off, and that's okay, because I do too. You don't see me at chats anymore because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it anymore. But, say a prayer for me too. Okay. I'm dealing with a lot of pain, and I just really need, the Lord to lift that off of me so I can go back and call in and have fun. But love you guys.
Love you too.
Have fun tonight.
I'll
watch from my iPad. Love you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. Love you. Susan Solomon. Yeah, prayers for everyone that's sick and suffering. Can't quite picture Foxy Bot as a wallflower. No, I don't. Not really, right? That was a cute song. I don't know what else. What else is going on? Dare to be different. It's good to have a safe place to... Yeah. Absolutely. I moved too. Hi, Vicky. And then I think I saw Rochelle. Lisa Hobbs. Who else came in? Heather. I could ask you some trivia questions for a little bit. Let's see what happens. Rough and ready. Let me see what I have. Okay, this is a numbers question, but it's not like a numbers question like Scooters. It's just one number. It's the number of gigabytes. Didn't somebody just say something about gigabytes? Am I dreaming? Didn't somebody say something about gigabytes in an iPad? It's the number of gigabytes of storage in the first generation iPod. First generation iPod, it's the number of gigabytes in the storage. Jimmy and the kids are good. Thank you, Peggy K. How many gigabytes of storage was in the first generation iPod? Not 16, not 8, not 1, not 6. Not 20. Yep, Kelly Dunnigan got it. 5. So the answer is 5. Okay. In what casino did Real World Las Vegas cast live? So what casino did the Real World Las Vegas cast live? What casino? Yes, Christy the Advocate. Yes, Palms Casino Resort. Okay. Which of these actors did not appear in the Royal Tenenbaums? Remember that? The Royal Tenenbaums? Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, Luke Wilson, Jason Schwartzman. Which one of those actors, Bill Murray, Owen or Luke Wilson, and Jason Schwartzman, which one of those did not appear in the Royal Tenenbaums? You love that show, Las Vegas, Gigi Realtor? You're losing tonight, Carol. It really doesn't matter who wins or loses. It's how you play the game. Not Luke Wilson. Luke Wilson was in it. No, those guys were all in it. They were all in it. Jason, yes. Aries girl, yes. Okay, here's a different kind of question. I'm going to give you some clues, and then you tell me. This is an easy. This one is so easy. Okay. I won an Academy Award and Golden Globe in 2000 for Best Actress. In 2000, I became the first actress to earn $20 million for a role. I played environmental activist Erin Brockovich. Who am I? What calling is that, Heather? Everybody should get this one right. Exactly, Julia Roberts. Okay, that was an easy one. All right, here we go. Here's another Who Am I? We sang that aliens exist. We made fun of the Backstreet Boys and ran around naked in our music videos. We're known for all the small things. Who are we? I'll repeat it again. We sang that aliens exist. We made fun of the Backstreet Boys and ran around naked in our music videos. We're known for all the small things. Who are we? Good night, Nana times 3. Blink 182, yes. That is correct. Okay. Okay. Who am I? I starred in an MTV reality show. I have a famous older sister. I'm famous for the jig I did during my ill-fated Saturday Night Live performance. Who am I? Again, I starred in an MTV reality show. I have a famous older sister. I'm famous for the jig I did during my ill-fated Saturday Night Live performance. Who am I? I have lots of words. Ashley Simpson, yes. What website does Mariah Carey name drop in her song Touch My Body? Is it Facebook, YouTube, or MySpace? What website does Mariah Carey name drop in her song Touch My Body? Is it Facebook, YouTube, or MySpace? It's not MySpace. YouTube. It's YouTube. Tina Osborne got it. Okay, here's the next one. Which of these bands does not appear on the Garden State soundtrack? Garden State, the movie, okay? The Shins, Belle and Sebastian, Remy Zero, or Coldplay? Which of these bands does not appear on the Garden State soundtrack? The Shins, Belle and Sebastian, Remy 0, Coldplay. Which one? Not Coldplay. Kathy. It's not Coldplay. Coldplay is not the answer. Not the answer. Which one is it? The Shins, Belle and Sebastian, or Remy 0? Not the Shins. Nope. It's Belle and Sebastian. Okay, here's another Who Am I? I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. My 5th album, Hot Shot, was my most successful, selling over 9 million copies. It wasn't me. That's easy. That's an easy one. I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. My 5th album, Hot Shot, was my most successful, selling over 9 million copies. It wasn't me. Who am I? Did I ever tell you guys the story? When I went to the, they did a Christmas play at the school that Jimmy worked in. And one of the kids had to sing, a Shaggy song. And it was Jimmy singing it, and they were lip syncing, and he was backstage. And someone's like, that's Jimmy. I said, that's not Jimmy. And they said, yes, it is. It's very funny. Very funny. Shaggy. It's Shaggy. Okay. Here's a really easy one. I only have one eye. My best friend and roommate is named Sully. I like and work in the city of Monstropolis. I think it should be I live and work in the city of Monstropolis. Who am I? I only have one eye. My best friend and roommate is named Sully. I live and work in the city of Monstropolis. Who am I? No, he wasn't wearing the red long johns. But he does a really good Shaggy. Yep, you got it right, Danielle, Mike Wiskowski. Okay, let's... Okay, here's another one. I was the governor of Texas from 1995 to 2000. I beat out Al Gore for my most prestigious position. My father also held my job before me, making it only the second time a father and son have both held this position. This is so easy. Who am I? This is so easy. Come on. If you guys don't get this. Well, I mean, at least everybody from the United States should be able to get this. Yes, George W. Bush. Okay. Here's another one. I live in a swamp. My best friend is a donkey. I am voiced by Mike Myers in the movies named after me. Who am I? That is so simple. Come on. That is so freaking simple. Shrek. Yes, that was very easy. Okay. The group and Sync appeared in a commercial for which restaurant chain? Was it TGI Fridays, Chili's, or McDonald's? The group and Sync appeared in a commercial for which chain of restaurants? Was it TGI Fridays, Chili's, or McDonald's? Chili's, yes, that's correct. That is correct. I'm trying to find something that's not too hard and not too let's see. What color is also the last name of the character? This is so easy. This is so easy. Played by Bryan Cranston in the TV show Breaking Bad. What color is also the last name of the character played by Bryan Cranston in the TV show Breaking Bad? White is correct. Walter White, right? What is the name of the viral video that told the story of a unicorn who gets tricked into going to Candy Mountain? What is the name of the viral video that told the story of a unicorn who gets tricked into going to Candy Mountain? What about him? What about the guy from Better Call Saul? What happened? What happened to him? OMG Carolyn. What am I OMGing Carolyn? Oh. Do you want me to give you the answer? Charlie the Unicorn is the name of that video. Okay, which Black Eyed Peas song had a 14-week run atop the Billboard Hot 100? Which Black Eyed Peas song had a 14-week run atop the Billboard Hot 100? Hey, yeah, no. It's not hey, yeah. I got a feeling. Yep, that's what it is. My phone. What article of clothing, often made by Van Dutch, did Ashton Kutcher and Justin Timberlake help popularize in the early 2000s? What article of clothing did Ashton Kutcher and Justin Timberlake help popularize in the early 2000s? And it's usually made by Van Dutch. Trucker hat. Yes, exactly. Okay. What was AMC's first original drama series? What was AMC's first original drama series? It's going to be it's going to be a doubleheader. What was AMC's first drama series? No, not The Walking Dead. Mad Men, yes. Okay, here's the second part of that question. What was the name of the agency that Don Draper worked for at the beginning of this series? What was the name of the ad agency? Mad Men was great. I loved it. What was the name of the ad agency that Don Draper worked for in the beginning of Mad Men? Sterling Cooper. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, one more and then I'm going to go to bed. So let's see. I'll pick one. Let me see. There's one very funny that's pretty applicable to now. I'll give you this one. Let's see if you get this. What is the name of the YouTuber who went viral with the Leave Britney Alone video? But remember, this is from the 2000s, even though it's applicable today. What is the name of the YouTuber who went viral with the Leave Britney Alone video? Yes, they'll have reruns. I think you probably find it on Netflix or something. Wow, bed before 4? Yeah, I got to go to bed. I got a big day tomorrow. A big, big day. I'll give you one more after that one. Because if you can't get that one, do you know who the YouTuber was? It was Chris Crocker. Chris Crocker. Here's your last question for tonight. Winona Ryder was caught shoplifting at what department store? Was it Barney's? Was it Saks Fifth Avenue? Or was it Fred Segal? Winona Ryder was caught shoplifting at which department store? Was it Barney's, Saks Fifth Avenue, or Fred Segal? Yes, it was Saks Fifth Avenue. All right. And I'm going to bed with that. You follow me on Instagram. All right, I'm going to go to bed, but I hope you guys have a really good day tomorrow, and I will check in with you sometime. Everybody stay safe. Prayers for everyone that needs them, and I'll talk to you later. Love you. God bless. Be good. Be kind. Bye-bye. So long. Auf Wiedersehen.